I'm Frankiem Mitchell, and I'm a featured poet in Shy Voices poetic film series. My piece is the parallel between video games and actuality, but not in the sense that video games promote violence. It's more so in the sense that there's a greater architect who our lives are expendable to. So to them, we kind of are the characters inside of video games where we can easily be wiped out and seemingly no one cares about that. So I try to use as many references to video games I've played growing up, and even some that I haven't played but are popular now, to reach a wide audience of not just video gamers but people who understand what it is to be insignificant, even in like the pricelessness of life.
Hilarious. 8 laughable. 9 10 though? Now it's not a game, boy. 564. That's a whole new system. Now we won't go outside. Now we can't get from inside the box. It's a cube. Babe, it's an odd world. You ought to see that the only sport that the white man plays that doesn't require athleticism is killing black boys and poker. Is there even a difference?
It's been great as far as directing. Never really have questions about what I'm supposed to be doing, so it's always smooth, easy. The only thing is me not messing up my lines or forgetting what to say in my own piece, which is kind of sad.
Origami guys of wars that fought without fists. 4 dead.
Other than that, I did some creative writing workshops which went really well for IPL. And that was a great moment for me because I got to work with a lot of the youth that are in these inner city communities and experience, just as I did growing up, the types of, or the amount of death you might have to deal with and cope with. So I think that's very instrumental to provide other people who don't experience that so they can have some sense of accountability and a way to connect to people they otherwise wouldn't really have to care for. I think it's important, well, personally for me, it's another platform to reach as many people as possible and raise awareness on the traumas that you face when you live in Chicago, especially in the impoverished neighborhoods, low-income neighborhoods. But also the greater picture is uniting Chicago when more sides of Chicago see that the same types of violences. And not saying that they're just now seeing it, but when you're constantly reminded that we're all people and the same things are happening in Chicago, whether you're on the north side, south side, or whether you're over east or out west, the same things are happening. And then collectively, Midwest, there's a lot of things happening, especially with the huge event in Ferguson, but also Detroit. And then you can even go as far as New York, you can go to Oakland. There's so much happening in these cities, and if we can just put more production out like this that kind of highlights it, but not in a negative way, in a way that is more informational, it can possibly create or at least excite some change.